We've got some old school tuning going on underneath there. 631.9 horsepower. Horsey McHorseface is back from holiday. Okay, so we've got some space, full throttle. Oh. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by AUTOBAHN. My name is Max, and today we've got a very special car. We are at Cor Millenaar in Aalsmeer in the Netherlands, which is a Mercedes-Benz / 4x4 G-Class specialist, and they have this car for sale. It is a 2003 Mercedes-Benz SL55 AMG, and it is, well, it's a very nice car. It's 17 years old, still looks pretty good, I would say, but this car has been tuned by Kleemann, and that means that we've got some old school tuning going on underneath there. So today I'm going to show you around it, show you all the stuff Kleemann has done to it, and then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for a quick Autobahn blast. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to receive updates when we upload a new video. And as I said, this car is for sale, so you can check it out with a link in the description or the top comment. So let's take a look at some of the design of this very cool Zeros AMG. Of course, we've got the fried egg headlights. We've got some AMG bumpers that are a little bit more aggressive than the regular SL, but this is what it's all about. This is, I don't know, the claw or something like that. I remember that from those days that I absolutely loved this. When you sit and drive it, you can actually see those claws in front of you, which I really like. We've got some side vents as well here, which are actually fake, they're closed, but this looks really cool. We've got a Kleemann badge as well, and well, we've got those very quintessential SL55 AMG wheels, the spoke wheels, which are really nice, with some AMG brakes behind that. And what else? Of course, we've got a convertible, we've got 4 tailpipes. These are actually the original AMG tailpipes, but Kleemann did change the exhaust. So we'll take a look at the engine. So it is the 5.4 liter V8 supercharged engine with stock 500 horsepower and 700 newton meters of torque, which is very decent, I would say. This car, as I said, 2003. It actually got a facelift in 2003. So this car is from February 03, and that's actually the month they started with this new upgraded engine. The pre-facelift had 476 horsepower, so it's a little bump. So what have Kleemann done to this car to get to the ultimate number, which I'm going to tell you after I tell you the modifications, because it's quite crazy. So they have changed the camshaft, they have milled and hand polished the cylinder heads for a better flow. They have installed a bigger throttle body and ECU remap, of course, and a different stainless steel exhaust. And all that results in a dyno power of 632 horsepower and 900 newton meters of torque. We actually have a dyno sheet, and I think also a bill from the tuning itself. So there's the dyno sheet. 631.9 horsepower and 892.6 newton meters. Now, they actually said that at Kleemann that they did this with 95 octane fuel, and it was quite warm in the dyno room. So they said if you put in 102 octane and have it on a cooler day, it should be around 670 horsepower and 950 newton meters of torque, which is absolutely insane. So this is the dyno sheet. You can see 631.9 horsepower at 6090 rpm and 892.6 newton meters at 3500 rpm. So that's pretty crazy. Stock, it did 511 horsepower and 713. So it actually performed a little bit better than stock, even though this tuning has been done in 2018. So this car's 17 years old, and 2 years ago this tuning was done, and still it was delivering more than stock. That's pretty crazy. But they actually said that this was done in a dyno room which had a little bit of a high temperature and with 95 octane fuel. So Klaus Kleemann said if you put in 102 octane and have like a cooler day, it should be delivering 670 horsepower, which is pretty crazy. This is the bill. You can see 15,830 euros, and you can see all the stuff that Kleemann have installed. AMG 55 boost kit, header kit, super sport camshaft kit, large throttle kit, Kleemann limited slip diff, was going to get to that later. So the stock SL55 already has a limited slip diff, but Kleemann have installed their own. Boot lid logo, carbon look badges, head gaskets, engine oil, cooling fluids, heads off and on, porting of 2 heads. Yeah, so they have essentially, you know, taken the engine apart to build it up again in Kleemann spec, which is really cool because it's like this old school tuning, which we don't see that often anymore. Now it's more like just plug in a laptop and downpipe and exhaust, and that's it. This is real tuning. Okay, let's start it up. Sorry, Horsey McHorseface is back from holiday. And this car has a very low sound, so I don't think animals will like this sound a lot. On the inside, we've got some of the most beautiful dials ever. I really like those two-tone speedometer and rev counter with that AMG logo, V8 compressor written there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It is a very AMG Mercedes interior as well, with that grey and grey two-tone. Yeah, it is really, really cool, this car. So we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn. This car is very, very powerful, and it is quite old, so I'm not going to go crazy. So we've got a 5-speed automatic gearbox as well, which we have in sport mode right now. All right, let's go and see what this car feels like, because oh, listen to that. Oh my god, that is so dirty. Oh, that sound is so low and brutal. And monotonous as well, so it's like it doesn't really change from 2000 revs to like 4000 revs. The sound is pretty much the same. Oh, this car has some long ass gears as well. It sounds like a thunderstorm is coming. Oh, those brakes are not great. That's when it changes. When it has to shift down, you can hear that V8 and the supercharger as well. Oh, man, this is one of the most dirty sounding cars I've ever driven. Oh, holy moly, that's insane. Okay, so we've got manual for the gearbox as well, actually, and we have the smallest pedal shifters I've ever seen. They're pretty much buttons. So we're going to use those, and we're going to close the roof. Oh, you have to be stationary to do that, I think. Man, that is one crazy, crazy sound. Okay. All right, here we go again. Let's put ESP in sport mode and see how the car copes. Yeah. So it has quite a loose rear end, but because it has that supercharged V8, the power delivery is quite linear, so it's not like you're surprised like with a high performance, highly tuned turbo car. That is so freaking dirty. It is absolutely insane. Okay, I'm going to put the gearbox in sport mode and let's see what this car is like. I'm actually a little bit excited because I think this car will be really, really quick. Okay. So we'll give that Mazda some space. I think that Polo is going to overtake as well. Okay, so we've got some space, full throttle. Oh! That sounds like an old school V8. And that is very, very quick. We've got some wind noise as well, but that's just rubbers and stuff. Should be fine. All right, full throttle. The sound reminds me a little bit of an SLR McLaren. The old Sledgehammer. It is such a freaking cool engine. It sounds so good. Okay, so we've got some space. Let's see what we can do with this. Oh man, that is seriously quick. Shift. Something like 290 kilometers an hour. Don't want to overtake these cars here with that speed, but my god, it is impressive. Man, that thing moves. It seriously moves. What an impressive car. So let's turn around here. Alrighty, so we've got a little tunnel here, of course. Windows down. Yes, please. V8 tunnel. Yes. Oh, that is delicious. Yeah, I'm really not doubting the fact that this car has the power they claim and probably even a little bit more, because it's a 17-year-old car and it performs insanely well. And it's also still the nice cruiser SL. I mean, it's still comfortable. It's not insanely loud. It is a really cool sound. It's not insanely intimidating to drive. It's relatively friendly if you know how to handle that rear end. But man, what an impressive car, and what a cool tune. I love to drive these cars with those old school tunes that are just mechanical, and that's how this car feels. It feels mechanical. Oh, there we go. It picks up so well. Revs out, 6,500 RPM shift. Jesus. We have never driven a 55 AMG, and I have to say I'm really impressed by this one. I'm also really impressed by the Kleemann stuff, so maybe we should try and drive some more Kleemann tuned cars. I'm going to enjoy some more V8 goodness. If you are interested in this car, you can check it out with the link in the description or the top comment. It is for sale at Core Milenaar. It is freaking delicious. It is so fast, so cool, so special, and it's just one of a kind. So if you're interested, go check it out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You can subscribe by clicking the big button right there. You can also check out this video or go check out this playlist. See you at the next one. Bye.